Hello students, welcome back to your English class. Hope you all staying safe and healthy. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is chapter 4 part 1, and from your book page 48 to 49. So this video deals with chapter 4 part 1 from your book page 48 to 49. So all of you get ready with your English book. Along with it, take your English note. I hope you all have done your homeworks. So let's move on to our lesson. The topic of our new lesson is going solo. So students, read with me. Going solo. A story from Roald Dahl's life. Roald Dahl's life. Okay. So what is mean by solo? And you know the meaning of going. So what is mean by solo? Let's see. Solo means done by one person alone. Okay. ஒருவரால் தனியா செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம். So going solo means going alone. And it is a story from Roald Dahl's life. And it is a story where he flies alone. Okay, going solo, and in another terms, flies alone, flying alone. Okay, let's move on. Let's see about our author Roald Dahl. Turn your book to page number 51. About the author Roald Dahl, book page number 51. Read with me. Roald Dahl, 1916 to 1990, born in Wales, was a British writer and fighter pilot, highly celebrated for his children's classics. Okay, so this author was born on 1916 and he was died in 1990. So now he was no more, he is not alive. And he was born in Wales. He was born in UK, London, and was a British writer. He was a novelist, he was a short story writer and a poet and a screenwriter. He performed in different forms. Okay, and fighter pilot. He is a wartime fighter pilot, highly celebrated for his children's classic. Okay, children like his writing. Dahl served in the Royal Air Force, underline, during Second World War, and eventually rose to the rank of wing commander towards the end of his flying career. Okay, so Royal Air Force, that means RAF. He was served during the Second World War. RAF means the Air Force of United Kingdom. Okay, and he became a high level officer when he was retired. That means wing commander. That is the highest position in the Air Force. விமானப்படையில் ஒரு மிக உயர்ந்த ஒரு பணியில் அவர் வேலை செஞ்சிட்டு இருந்தார். Next, taking inspiration from his life and the people he met, he soon began writing stories for children that were rich in fantasy and humor. So the experience where he got from the Air Force, he started writing in the form of short stories, novels, and etc. Okay, and all the writings were rich in fantasy. That means rich in imagination as well as humor. That means when we read, we could feel it is funny. It mixed with comedy. Okay, so children like his writing, and his popular works include James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Fantastic Mr. Fox, the BFG and Matilda, some of which have been adapted into movies. So these are his writings, and most of his books were adapted for movies. Okay, his works have been used in movies. Okay students, so that's all about our author. Now let's move on to our lesson. Turn your book to page number 48. There you can see start here. Okay, which of the following, there is an activity, so take a pencil. Which of the following activities would you want to do alone? Which of these would you prefer to do with someone else? Okay, there are some sentences they have given, and they have asked you which one you want to do it alone. Taniya nee edallam seiya virumbuva, and which one you would prefer to do with someone. Okay, which for which one you need a companion to do it. Okay students, so you have to write alone, ALONE, and with someone else. Okay, so first one, traveling to a new city or country. So if you are traveling to a new city or a country, would you prefer to do it alone or to do with someone else? Okay, obviously if we are traveling to a new city, we would like to do with someone else. Okay, we need a companion, so write it with someone else. Next, hiking a mountain, that means climbing a mountain. Would you do it alone? No, of course we need a companion, so write it with someone else. And third one, doing a household task like washing the dishes. Okay, that and all we can do it by ourselves alone, so write it alone. Next, performing a song, dance or skit for a group of strangers. Okay, so in a group we need to do means we need someone's help, right? We cannot do it by alone, so write it with someone else. We need a companion. The fifth one, trying out a new skill like cooking or driving. So for cooking or driving and all, we can try it by ourselves. Okay, we can do it by own, so you can write it alone. Volunteering for community service. For a group of service, we need a person to help us, so that one with someone else. And last one, making a scientific model for a new invention which solves a household problem. So that means creating a new product, inventing a new product. That means it is better to do by ourselves, so alone. Okay students, that's all. Once again, if you want, you can read it and you can write the answer by yourself. Which activity would you like to do alone, and which one of you want to do it with someone else. So let's move on. The story at a glance. Before reading our lesson, let's have a quick look about our story. The passage is an excerpt from Roald Dahl's autobiography describing his life as an RAF fighter pilot trainee in Kenya. So this lesson is a short extract, that means a short piece taken from Roald Dahl's autobiography. So students, what is meant by autobiography? An account of a person's life written by that person itself. Okay, ஒருவரால் அவரை பற்றிய வாழ்க்கை குறிப்பை அவரே எழுதக்கூடியது. In Tamil we can say சுயசரிதை. Okay, so this lesson is taken from Roald Dahl's autobiography about his life story, describing his life as an RAF fighter pilot. So RAF means the Royal Air Force. Don't ever forget Royal Air Force. He was a wartime fighter pilot for British Air Force, and fighter pilot training in Kenya. So in the beginning he was sent to Africa and the country Kenya. He was a trainee. Trainee means a person undergoing training for particular job. Okay, so he took trainee for to become a pilot in Kenya. So during his stay there, he writes about his adventures. He expresses his admiration for the military plane Tiger Moth. So during his training period, he expressed his love for the military plane named Tiger Moth, and this is the plane named Tiger Moth, and he loves this plane. He also paints a vivid picture of his flight by sharing specific details about the takeoff. So in this lesson, he gives a clear picture about his flight, and he shares with us about the detail about the takeoff. That means the lift off of the plane. Next, he takes the readers through the different feelings he experienced and the sights he enjoyed while soaring across the sky. So when we read this lesson, we could feel his experience, and he brings all the views before our eyes, okay, and how he enjoyed while flying across the sky. When we read, he gives a clear picture about the views. He considers himself to be fortunate for having received an opportunity to enjoy himself. Okay, so he considers himself to be a blessed person to have received an opportunity to enjoy himself. Okay, he considers himself as a blessed one who has the opportunity to drive this plane Tiger Moth. Finally, he also gives a tiny glimpse into his training days through the letter he wrote his mother. So in the lesson, at last, he gives a small note about his training days through the letter he wrote to his mother. In our lesson, in page number 50, we can read about his letter to his mother about the time he was learning to fly. Okay, students, now let's move on to our lesson. Page number 48. Page number 48. Let us now read a story from Roald Dahl's autobiography to learn about what he loved doing by himself and why. Okay, so as we have seen, what is meant by autobiography? It is an account of person's life written by third person itself. So it is a story from Roald Dahl's life story autobiography. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about what he loved doing by himself. Okay, அவருக்கு எது பிடித்தமான விஷயம் and அது ஏன் அவருக்கு பிடிக்கும் அப்படின்றது தான் இந்த லெசன்ல நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். So during World War II, this Roald Dahl was a pilot for British Air Force. So in the beginning he was sent to Africa, and during this stay he writes about his adventures. So throughout this lesson we are going to look about the adventures he received from his training period. Okay, let's read. First line. At the aerodrome we had 3 instructors and 3 planes. Okay, so what is meant by aerodrome? That means a small airport, and at that airport we had 3 instructors. Instructor means 3 teachers, and while he was writing this, we have seen he was a trainee and in Kenya. Okay, he was trainee as a fighter pilot or trainee irundittirundaru. So he has 3 teachers, instructors and 3 planes. In a small airport he has 3 teachers and 3 planes. The instructors were civil airline pilots borrowed by the RAF from a small domestic company called Wilson Airways. Okay, so he was telling about his instructors, his teachers. They were borrowed by RAF from small domestic company called Wilson Airways. And what is meant by civil? Connected with the state rather with the armed force. Next, the planes were tiger moths. We have seen they have 3 planes and the names of the planes were tiger moths. Underline. The tiger moth is or was a thing of great beauty. Okay, so it is very beautiful planes, and in this picture you can see this is tiger moth planes. Everyone who has ever flown a tiger moth has fallen in love with it. Okay, so whoever has flown in that tiger moth, they all loved it. They all loved to drive that plane. It is a totally efficient and very acrobatic little plane powered by a gypsy engine. And as my instructor told me, a gypsy engine has never been known to fail in mid-air. Okay, so it is a totally efficient. What is the meaning of efficient? In the word bank you can see something which performs well and does not waste money or energy. Okay, so it is a plane which performs well and very acrobatic. What is meant by acrobatic? Able to perform complex movements. Okay, so you can rotate it any side, so it will perform good. So it performs well and it able to perform in complex movements. So it is a very good little plane and powered by gypsy engine, and his instructor told him that the gypsy engine has never been known to fail in mid-air. It will never stop, or the engine will never cease, or it will never fail. Okay, you can fly it any way where you want. It will never fail in the mid-air. Next line. You could throw a tiger moth about all over the air and nothing ever broke. Okay, so அந்த டைகர் மோத் பிளேனை நீங்கள் எந்த வடிவத்திலும் எந்த ஷேப்பில் எப்படி உங்களுக்கு வேணுமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு நீங்கள் அது ஓட்டிக்கலாம். தலைகீழ ஓட்டிக்கலாம், எப்படி வேணாலும் ஓட்டிக்கலாம். இட் வில் நெவர் ப்ரோக். டைகர் மோத் இஸ் about all over the air and nothing ever broke. You could glide it upside down hanging in your straps for minutes on end. And although the engine cut out when he did that because the carburetor was also upside down. What is meant by carburetor? A part of the engine. Next page. Down the motor started again at once when you turned her the right way up again. So if you continuously fly upside down, okay, in whatever position you are, however if you are rotating, and when you bring it on the right way, the motor will start again and you can continue your journey. So it is a very efficient and acrobatic plane which is called tiger moth. Next para. You could spin her vertically downwards for thousands of feet, and then all she needed was a touch on the rudder, a bit of throttle. What is meant by throttle? To control an engine with the flow of fuel, and the stick pushed forward and out she came in a couple of flips. Okay, so if you could spin her vertically, ஸோ செங்குத்தாக எவ்வளோ நேரம் நீங்கள் டவுன்வர்ட்ஸோ அப்வர்ட்ஸோ எந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் அது ஃப்ளிப் பண்ணாலும் it will, if you give one touch to the operators which have inside the plane, if you have a one touch, it will again pushed forward and it will come out in the right place. Next paragraph. When flying a military aeroplane, you sit on a parachute, which adds another 6 inches into your height. When I got into the open cockpit of a tiger moth for the first time and sat down on my parachute, my entire head struck up in the open air. The engine was running and I was getting a rush of wind full in the face from the slipstream. Okay, so in the same page in your book you can see the picture. When you sit, you can there is an open place around you. Okay, no windows covered in where you are sitting. So when you are flying a military aeroplane, you sit on your parachute. Okay, we must wear our parachute, then only we can sit. So if you are wearing the parachute, your height it increase 6 inches above. Okay, so you can see it perfectly, the outer view. And he says, when I got into the open cockpit, what is in my cockpit? In the meaning, the area in the plane where the pilot sits. Okay, so on the vimana oti utkarakudiya and the idam where the pilot sit, that particular place. So while this Roald Dahl, when he sits there at the first time and he was wearing his parachute, his head stuck up in the open air. He could see his face was in the open air. In the picture you can see in page number 49, there is a plane of tiger moth and there was no cover before him and he could just face the open air. The engine was running and I was getting rush of wind full in the face from the slipstream. The meaning of slipstream, the stream of air behind a vehicle that is moving very fast. So if we could experience this in the bike travel, right? When we are traveling in a bike, the opposite wind, it will rush to us, so we can feel the wind against us, right? So the same thing, that is called slipstream. So while he was sitting and the rush of the wind full in his face from the slipstream. Next, you are too tall. The instructor, whose name was Flying Officer Parkinson, said, are you sure you want to do this? Okay, so while his training period, at the first time he was just got into the tiger moth plane, and his instructor, flying officer, his name is Parkinson, and he asked him, you are too tall, are you sure want to do this? And he said, yes please, I said. He was very eager and he loved doing it, so he said, yes sir. Next, wait till we rev her up for takeoff, Parkinson said. You will have a job to breathe and keep those goggles down or you will be blinded by watering eyes. Okay, so now he is saying wait. So while the plane was landing off, it will take some times to stop. Okay, the sound will stop. So he was just telling him to wait till we rev. That means revolution. When you rev it, it turns quickly and noisily. So for takeoff, Parkinson said, you will have a job to breathe. Okay, it will be very difficult to breathe and it was the first time for you. So you keep the goggles. So goggles means that special glasses to wear to protect your eyes from the water, wind or dust. Okay, so you keep it down, otherwise you will be blinded by watering eyes. When the rush of the wind, when it hit you, your eyes will become blind and it will covered with water. Okay, so you just keep the goggles down. Next, near to the picture, Parkinson was right. On the first flight, I was almost asphyxiated, made by the slipstream, and survived only by ducking down into the cockpit for deep breaths every few seconds. Okay, so what the Parkinson said was right. What he has said, you will have a job to breathe. Okay, இது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான விஷயம் அப்படின்னு வந்து அவர் வார்ன் பண்ணியிருப்பாரு. What he said is right. On the first flight, okay, while he was on his first flight, he was almost asphyxiated. That means made unconscious or being unable to breathe. Okay, to make somebody become unconscious, that means it will make you to die, unable to breathe. Okay, that experience, he is also experiencing the same thing. He was almost to die because of the slipstream, and survived only by ducking down into the cockpit for deep breaths every few seconds. So ducking down means moving your head or your body downwards to avoid being hit. So while he was his first flight, he was asphyxiated. That means he was almost breathless. He could not breathe. So he was just ducking down. That means he was just moving and his body down towards where he was sitting down towards the cockpit, and for every second he will just look everywhere, and he was just hide himself. So likewise he was just protect himself. After that, I tied a thin cotton scarf around my nose and mouth, and this made breathing possible. Okay, so now he could find an idea. He just took a thin cotton scarf, that a thin, like a kerchief, a piece of cloth. He just took it and he just tied around his nose and mouth. In that picture you can see, he just covered it. He just took a piece of cloth and he just covered his nose and mouth, and this made him breathing possible. Okay, now he could breathe possibly without any difficulty. He could breathe it. Okay students, so today we will wind up here, and the following pages we will see in next video. The part 2 will be continue in our next class. Okay students, so today we have seen about Roald Dahl and his first flight experience. We have first tiger moth flights experience we have seen today. Now all of you open your classwork to write the classwork. Okay students, all of you open to your classwork. Write the classwork, write today's date, and write the heading chapter 4. The topic of our lesson is Going Solo, a story from Roald Dahl's life. Roald Dahl's life. Write this, write fastly and neatly. Take a new page and write. First, new words and the Tamil meaning of it. Domestic company, that means Ulnattu Nirvanam. Domestic company. Next, cockpit, Vimana Oti Utkaram Idam. Next, efficient, Thiramayana. Wild beast, Kattumangal. So, domestic company, Ulnattu Nirvanam, cockpit, Vimana Oti Utkaram Idam, efficient, Thiramayana, wildebeest, Kattumangal. Take time and write neatly, students. Within few days your schools will reopen, so you have to bring your complete notes. You should not keep your notes incomplete. So maintain your classworks and homeworks neatly. So once you come to our school, we will check your notes, so you must keep it neatly. I'll read for you once again. Domestic company, உள்நாட்டு நிறுவனம். Cockpit, விமான ஓட்டி உட்காரும் இடம். Efficient, திறமையான. Wild beast, காட்டுமான்கள். So let's move on to next. Synonyms. First one, aerodrome, that means a small airport. Acrobatic, able to perform complex movements. Asphyxiated, made unconscious on being unable to breathe. Formidable, impressive. Stampede, rush widely. So there are 5 synonyms. Write neatly. Aerodrome, a small airport. Second one, acrobatic, able to perform complex movements. Asphyxiated, made unconscious on being unable to breathe. Formidable, impressive. Stampede, rush widely. Write fast. Okay students, let's move on to next. Antonyms. Pleasant, opposite, unpleasant. Domestic, opposite, international. Vertical, opposite, horizontal. Solo, opposite, accompanied. Okay, 4 antonyms. Read with me. Pleasant, opposite, unpleasant. Domestic, opposite, international. Vertical, opposite, horizontal. Solo, opposite, accompanied. Combined. Okay, so you have to study the class works. Once again, read with me. Opposites. Pleasant, opposite, unpleasant. Domestic, opposite, international. Vertical, opposite, horizontal. Solo, opposite, accompanied. Okay, after writing new words, synonyms and antonyms, let's write today's homework. So now turn to your note to your homework side. Today's homework. Study the classworks. Study the classworks which you have written today. Read the full lesson and complete the following. Okay, there are some fill-ups, so you have to read your book to page number 48 to 51. The full lesson from page 48 to 51, full lesson you have to read and you have to complete the following. First one, doll served in the dash during Second World War. Doll means Roald Dahl. Okay, our writer. Served in dash during Second World War. Second one, everyone who has ever flown a dash has fallen in love with it. So we have seen about a plane, and whoever has ever flown and they have fallen in love with it, you have to write the name of the plane. Okay, next. Roald Dahl includes a letter he wrote to his dash about the time he was learning to fly. So in this lesson we have seen he includes a letter he has written to someone, and you have to write to whom he has written the letter about the time he was learning to fly, about his training period, under his trainee period. Okay, next. RAF is an abbreviation for dash. RAF. And the last question. Tiger moth planes made everyone fall in love with it because it is totally dash and very dash little planes. So people loves it. Why? Because you have to write it is totally dash and very dash little planes. Okay, students, so there are 5 fill-ups. You have to read the full lesson from page 48 to 51, and you have to write the answer for these fill-ups. Okay, so write it down this in your homework note. Write it down this in your homework note. After completing this, you have to click a photo and you have to send it through the WhatsApp. Okay. So the important announcement is that you have to send your homework at 8 to 8:15 today. Okay, evening, night time, 8 to 8:15. That time only your WhatsApp that group will open. Otherwise, the other time the group is closed. Okay, so it will open around 8 to 8:15. At that time only you can send your homework. So you have to be very cautious to send your homework at 8 to 8:15. Before that you could not send it, and after that also you cannot send it. So I will accept only if you send at 8 to 8:15. The time to send your homework is today at 8 o'clock to 8:15. Only 15 minutes you will have. So you cannot send it before and you should not send it after. Okay, students, so be cautious in that. So that's all for today, and the part 2 of this The part 2 of chapter 4 will be continued in next video. Until then, take care and thank you.